Hey guys, Boy here. Today we're going to be doing another video. Now, I can't really just say this item that I will talk about is the worst knife ever, because saying it's the worst knife ever will just get more attention to it, and many people will buy it. But this one on the other case, yes, I could definitely say, comment down below what is the worst knife you ever bought. Well, a couple of them out there. One is the very infamous mall katanas you can get, which they can, the rat tail tang ones that's basically pretty crappy, and it comes with a full set out there. The normal katana, the wakizashi, and of course the tanto one. Yes, all three set out there. And that was crap out there. I think I found another contender of the the technically worst out there, as I will say about it. Yep, Master Cutlery's Cyclone. Let's get started. Now, I was interested with it while I was in 2014 phase. Oh yes, I'm talking about things like black metal and all. Yes, the edgy version of it. Basically listening to Cradle of Filth out there. Yep, you heard that correctly. A guy who's actually technically a metalhead out there. But the funny part about it, well, when I was at a trip out there, and this was a real thing, so we went to a bait shop where there was actually a couple things out there. I don't know any of the knives out there, which I can't remember, but there's the two things I did remember seeing. This guy, the Condor beaver tail tool, which this thing is pretty rare. I'm not kidding. This thing is quite rare, and even tried finding any information about it. It's actually quite rare. I heard that someone has also have a blue handle to it, and I actually forgot about the box too. Yes, it did came with the box and everything for $55. And then there was this, which was a like silver with the rainbow colors and all. So I decided to end up buying this little bad boy. But in October, I got this thing, and when I basically tried it out, oh boy, with this thing opened, oh my, it's still, oh my, oh man, yeah. Well, we'll get down to that later on. Yeah, it was technically a thing I regret buying because, good lord, that was really good out there. So the knife design was actually designed by Victor Lee, where he actually designed like a couple stuff up there. One is, said by the same company, which there was also one with the four bladed knife, which that was still a throwing ninja star. And this one, and of course, a six bladed version like this. And yes, it was actually named as the Wheel of Pain. Yeah, the real pain is actually even buying this thing. Yeah. So let's go talk about the blade itself, or the parts of the blade itself. So the blade itself, and the inch of it, actually goes up to basically roughly to 2.5 inches. But for the full thing itself, it is literally in the approximate size of basically roughly to almost 8 inches. Yeah, almost 8 inches out there. And the functionality out there, so when you throw the thing, you gotta have it all closed. Because, oh boy, when you try doing it opened, you could definitely get a cut out there. Because, yes, I throw this with this thing opened, and it actually cut me badly. So, yeah. But, yes, as you could definitely know, it has like a function to this. Yes, I'm not kidding. It's a real thing. So when you throw it, all the blades will pop out, like spring loaded in there. But here's a big problem out there. When you try throwing this thing at anything, it will start to fall apart, having it all like wobbly and everything. Because you can actually get damages out there with those hex screws. This one is actually super loose. That's really weird. This one's. Oh, look. That was actually completely bent up, or. No, yeah, this one's really in a bad shape out there, so. Oh, what makes it matters even more sillier to look at this. Now, there's actually another variant out there that you can basically pop out the piece, and there's another Ninja Star piece out there. Yeah, that's the most insane thing out there. Now, I know that this is kind of because of might be something kind of more interesting. It looks very similar to the movie Kroll, or this thing. That's where a lot of the inspiration must have came from. But I gotta be honest here. Yes, on the back of it has a clip, of all things. Oh, this one also has its screws missing. And I gotta be honest here. It is really kind of awkward. Like, you basically put this in your pocket. How on earth you put this in your pocket? Since it's a little bigger. Unlike for this one makes sense because, well, it's small. And, well, it didn't have a clip out there. But for this, really? A clip? Is it just maybe put it outside of the pocket? I mean, that sounds a little comically goofy. And, oh wait, look. You also have the 440 stainless China, design patented pending. And then, oh, it's actually on their company, Master Cutlery. Oh, that's interesting. But as you can definitely know, this is more. I'm going to say this out there. More likely to be just more like a decoration piece, rather a crappy decoration that you won't really gonna use out there, because, well, parts like that falls off. I don't even know where the screw is these days. I kind of basically lost a piece out there. So let's go test this guy, and I'll show you the demonstration of the throw itself, which is, oh, trust me, it is really interesting to take. So the results out there is that one actually did pretty good. Well, say good that it isn't like clean cut of all things, which that's kind of the thing, which is kind of always that case there. But I'm actually gonna have to do some. Yeah, you could probably know why. In order to actually to have to do that weird throw thing, the throwing this thing, I also wouldn't highly recommend doing that, but yeah, they made it loose to actually make that springs appear, or the springs to deploy the blades out, like, part of a throw and all. And sometimes it may work, and sometimes it will not work, and sometimes it will cave in, and you can see, like, the blades, some of the scratches from it. Yeah, this is even, like, properly storing the thing. Oh, yeah, can actually even, like, would go through it. Yeah, and even by holding the thing, which you could probably see from the video itself, or rather from the test itself, it's really awkward. Like, of course, it's you can actually be careful with the blade itself. It would cut you from there. Yeah, but I think the best thing you could use is probably the point. This one here, like a push dagger of all things. But it's gotta be one of those that there are better pieces to use. There are better ones out here, out from the rest and all that. I'm given look there. See that actually would be just, that one's a little strong about it here. Yeah, it's kind of awkward about it here. So I'm giving the Master Cutlery Cyclone an astounding of a 3 out of 10. At least it didn't, like, break the tang off or something, or, like, bending the whole entire blade to make it all warped and all. But yeah, this is just a recipe for, like, an absolute disaster for it. Do I recommend this thing? Absolutely no. Nope. A big giant no on that one, because the thing itself is, you can't even properly storing it. You can actually know it's, like, beginning to do a little bit more scratches than ever before. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. And the sad part about it here is this is I guess the only way to buy something like a Ninja Star equivalent, but again, it's one of those cases that I don't really think it's ever going to happen that way. Like, if you're into, like, Ninja Stars about it here, I guess buy the real ones, or, like, the ones that are, like, sticking out and not having curved blades and all that. I did found a bunch of Ninja Stars at a shop in downtown, of all things, where they sold, like, a bunch of Ninja Stars, which I think I would recommend using those than this pile of junk. I don't know what it could be useful for, but I guess throw that thing in. I guess it's not a good piece. I don't recommend buying the Cyclone. I know it's like you want to be like Kroll, or even, like, God forbid, if you buy something like the Wheel of Pain, which is just ridiculous. So that wraps up of the Master Cutlery Cyclone. I'm Martillboy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.